All right, let's dive into something that I think we all feel. It's this powerful inquiry from the philosopher J. Krishnamurti. And he kicks things off with a question that, honestly, gets right to the core of what a lot of us are wrestling with today. So here it is. This is the big one. In a world of increasing violence and disorder, what can I, as a human being, do to change this? I mean, just think about that. It's massive, right? It feels almost impossible to answer. And it's the question that's going to guide our whole exploration today.
But here's the thing. Before anyone can even start throwing out answers, Krishnamurti does something really smart. He basically hits the pause button. But he's not pausing on the problem itself. He's pausing on how we're even thinking about it.
He asks, how are we actually approaching a problem this huge? Are we coming in with a genuinely open mind, ready to explore? Or have we already decided what we think? Are we just carrying a bunch of opinions and conclusions we've already made? So as the conversation gets going, a few initial reactions pop up right away, and I bet these are going to sound pretty familiar to you. First up is this one. You know the feeling. The problem is just so enormous, so massive, that you're just left feeling paralyzed. It's that sense of being completely overwhelmed, and it just shuts you down before you even start. And you know where that paralysis leads, right? Straight to hopelessness. I feel rather hopeless. It's that thought of, well, if the problem's too big to fix, what's the point of even trying? And that feeling, that's a dead end. The inquiry just stops right there. And the third common reaction? Krishnamurti puts it bluntly. So your approach is to escape. We just check out. We retreat into our own little worlds, right? Our hobbies, our families, our personal bubbles. We build up these walls to keep that big, messy reality out there, at a distance. So what does all this boil down to? Well, eventually the group has to admit something really honest. For most of us, all this chaos out there, it's kind of an abstract intellectual problem. It doesn't become real, it doesn't become truly urgent until it knocks on our own front door and threatens us personally. Okay, and this is the moment everything changes. This is where Krishnamurti takes the whole conversation and just flips it on its head. He challenges that entire idea of us versus them, here versus out there, with one single, incredibly sharp question. He asks, is the world, with all the things going on, different from you? Seriously, just let that sink in for a second. Is all that chaos out there really, truly separate from the life you're living in here? This question, this is the pivot point for everything that follows. And this is basically how we see it in our heads, right? We build this wall, this firewall. Over on one side, you've got the world, all chaos, terror, and disorder. And on the other side, nice and safe, is me, my job, my family, my safety. We treat these like two totally different planets. So, by pushing the group to be really brutally honest with themselves, Krishnamurti guides them toward an admission that's, well, it's uncomfortable, but it's absolutely essential. And here it is, the core fact they finally land on. Let's just be honest. For most of us, it is me first and the world second. And look, this isn't about judging anyone or saying this is good or bad. It's just about looking at the reality of our conditioning. It's the fact of how we operate. Okay, so once that fact is out in the open, me first, now the real investigation can begin. If that's the starting point, the next obvious question is, why? Why do we give such tremendous, overwhelming importance to me? And the group starts to see it. It's not some random personal failing. We've been conditioned by these massive forces our whole lives. Society, religion, culture, our education system, even the whole economic structure. It's all built on a foundation that hammers home the importance of the individual, of me. And this leads us to the final critical step in this whole inquiry. This is the part where that wall we built between ourselves and the world just completely crumbles. So if we're shaped and conditioned by our society, our culture, our religions, the next logical question is a pretty simple one, isn't it? Who actually created all of that? And the answer is just as simple. We did. Our ancestors, our parents, us. We collectively built the very systems, the very cultures that now turn around and shape us. This isn't some alien force acting on us. It's a machine of our own making. So the logic becomes totally inescapable. Step one, the society, culture, and religion that we created has made me self-centered. And step two, I am a product of that very same society. You see, it's a complete feedback loop. We create it, and then it creates us. And that brings us to the ultimate conclusion of this whole line of thinking. Krishnamurti puts it like this: that has created me, and me is that. I am the world. Full stop. The division was an illusion all along. The chaos, the violence, the selfishness we see out there, it's not separate from me. I am a piece of it. I am the world.
And so we don't end with a neat little answer. We end with a much deeper, much more powerful question. Because if that separation is gone, if you truly see that you are the world, then that original question, what can I do? It completely changes. It's not about fixing some broken thing out there anymore. It's about your own fundamental responsibility, right here, right now. So knowing that, what's your responsibility now?